What's up? Starting five, Felton. You know what I'm saying? I'm with 100. Um, and this is currently about my camp experience. Uh, I was asked to be to help with high school camp with my church. And damn, bro, I don't even know where to start, bro. Just ask me a question, bro. Where to start, bro? Where do I start?
All right, so just what was it like? Give your experience. What was it like from start to finish? Like when you got there.
From start to finish.
Like,
So they asked me to be a camp counselor at first, which means I was gonna be like a small group leader, watch over kids. You know what I'm saying? Lead a group of kids. Unfortunately, the work crew event, like the event support team, they had 40 people not show up. 40 people drop out too. I don't know if they didn't want to do it anymore or like they had stuff come up, but 40 people. So I got moved to the event support crew. And I was mad about that because I wanted to be a small group leader because, you know, I just graduated high school. I also wanted to be a part of the camp. So I also feel like a student myself, you know. Have fun with the kids, you know what I'm saying? Make sure the kids were having fun. I wanted to be a part of that and being away, like moving into kids that kind of way. But I got moved into the event support team, which wasn't. I wasn't upset about it at the moment because I was like, okay, it might be something cool for me to do. The event support team was actually work crew, so that's making the food for the kids, cleaning the tables, serving them, the pit, all types of stuff. Unfortunately, I got put in pit that was doing the dishes.
oh wow,
So I was doing dishes the entire day.
wow.
From 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. all day. So on the first day, it was only half a day. So I'm thinking to myself like, oh, like bro, I'm mad. I'm mad. Like I'm like, dude, there's no way I really signed up to do this. Like, I could be at home right now. But you know, while I'm doing these dishes, you know what I'm saying, just do it for the love of Jesus. Like just do it for the love of Jesus. So yeah, that got me through the first day. Go back to my cabin. I go back to my cabin, get situated. No service, bro. I had no service, and like I could not sleep. I gotta talk to my mom before I go to sleep. I gotta talk to my mom somehow, or at least at all in the day. I didn't talk to my mom until I left San Antonio. I left San Antonio around 2 o'clock. So right now it was probably what, 9, 10. It's like 10, 11, 12. I don't even know. And I could not sleep because like I had no service. Like I could not. I was like, bro, I was just like praying like, yo, God, give me like just one bar so I can like call my mama real quick. I could not go to sleep. I don't even think I went to sleep that night. But you know, had to get back up at 7 a.m. I go to the lounge, the leaders lounge, and you know, I was talking about how I had no service. I didn't even know the entire time leaders had Wi-Fi. Leaders can get the Wi-Fi.
Oh, wow.
I just couldn't give it out to people, so. Got the Wi-Fi, talked to my mom. I told her like, I'm in this motherfucker doing dishes, bro. I'm doing dishes. And this is like, I'm like, bro. She's just like, yeah, you'll be fine. I was like, all right, well, you can get off my phone. She's like, it was gonna be fine. So the first day, I'm mad, bro. I'm mad. I'm doing the dishes. I'm like, bro, I'm missing out on everything.
Yeah.
Like services, the worshiping, all that stuff, communicating, like talking, like it's like it was. I was mad. I was mad. But it was 7 of us in the pit doing the dishes.
Okay.
So this one is older dude. He's like he was the oldest dude in there. He was like an adult and everything. He had 2 kids, a wife. His name was Dorian Williams. And he was kind of like shift leader. He was like shift leader of the entire pit. He was like, you know what I'm saying, make sure everything's running smooth. He was that wasn't his role, but he just took upon that leadership role over there because like the rest of us in there were like college students, and me, I was the youngest one. So just me and him the entire time, just talking, doing these dishes or whatever. It was a long day. long tall. I made friends with the people in there, bro. Like, I had to. I had to talk. I had to make some good out of it. We kept our energy hope up. We kept our hope up, but it was kind of just like. So that first day, after we going through that first day, it's 9 o'clock. I'm mad. I just felt like I just worked a 15-hour shift, but for free. You know, like I just like for free. And as I go, I talk to my mom. You know, she just encouraging me. You know, telling me like, Jesus washed his disciples' feet. Why can't you? Like, that's basically what I'm doing. Like, I'm background. I'm basically washing these kids' feet. Basically. So I just like, okay, that helped me get in. But as I'm doing my nightly little ritual, which is by myself, I'm outside of the cabin listening to music. Dorian and two other dudes in my cabin came outside. Apparently they were having a serious talk in the cabin, and they brought the conversation outside. One of the dudes' names was Chandler. I'm only saying his name because I like his name. His name was like super cool to me. Chandler. They were out there. They were like looking at the stars. They were having a serious conversation, and this voice in my head told me like, go join in that conversation. And I joined in that conversation, bro, and so much advice, so much everything. So it's like it was like a lot. We talked about a lot, and like a whole hour out there at night. We all prayed together, but it was like I think right there that was the first encounter with God for sure, because that voice in my head telling me to join that conversation, and I did it with no hesitation. And, you know, me not normally wanting to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Prayed, felt better, got emotional. That's how serious the conversation got. It got emotional. It got emotional, and I actually missed something. So let's resort back to before I go back to my cabin and I have this conversation with these guys. I had a conversation with the Pastor Caleb. Another amazing talk. That was another emotional talk, because that was just again just opening up to what's going on in life, what I've been through, what I'm going through, what I'm struggling. Thanks, Pastor Caleb, for hearing me out. And so all those conversations go on, and bro, like it moved me. That right there moved me so much. And it was getting off the phone with my mom. It was more like, be still and like let God use me. I had to take a step back and really understand even though I had different expectations for this camp, that I wanted to do something different. Mm-hmm. Be still and just like let God use me. I understand that God was using me in a different way. She asked me a question like, so if they asked you what you want to do, what you would have, knowing that they needed help, would I have said yes or would I have said no? Mm. And if I would have said no, I would have said no. But that was like, if I would say no to that's where I'm gonna have to question my relationship with God. And it's not wrong to question your relationship with God, or knowing that you need to work on your relationship with God. But why would I have said no? It was the right thing to do. Jesus came down and he served. You know what I'm saying? And we're all servants. And it was a humbling moment, because you start thinking like, I shouldn't be doing this shit. I don't deserve. I shouldn't be back here doing this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, the humble will be exalted. So that was a very like, so be still, let him use me. Right now with this situation, okay, I'm working on my relationship with God, because I would have said no. If they asked me, Felton, if they said, Felton, we're low on work event crew, what you want to do, can you do? I would have said no. But I understand now. I would go back in time. Now with the knowledge that I've grown, I would say yes. So I'm like, okay. And it was more like he had me there for a reason. Mm-hmm. Right? If I wasn't part of pit crew, I wouldn't have had the conversations that I had with people. So the next day I'm waking up and I'm like, okay, God, like use me. Like, just still let him use me. So this is Saturday. and this day was like crazy. Like, it was crazy. One, I'm doing the dishes. I'm still upset. I'm still mad. But it's when you're all done doing the dishes and the kids come in and they eat and they're just like all having fun, smiling.
Mm-hmm.
It motivates you to get back in there and go do the dishes, because even though you don't want to do it, and I wanted to be a part. I wanted to be a part of the kid's life a different way. I was still doing that, you know. And it wasn't unseen. Like they praised us a lot, especially the pit crew. Like they praised us a lot. Like we're like I'm doing Jesus's work. I'm doing God's work. So it was just, yeah, I felt good by myself just seeing the kids just smile and being able to enjoy the food with no problems. And you know, some of the kids in there never got treated that type of way. They never been served food before. They never ate at a dinner table full of people and just talked and had fun. So just, I'm glad that I was put in this situation. So then we lead to the Saturday. We have leader lounges, and on the times that I got a little downtime, I run into people and I have conversations with people and just have serious talks. And I made like so many friends, bro. And I don't even like talking to people for real. God, that's another thing. Like God he broke so many barriers for me. Like being able to approach people, to talk to people, checking on people how they doing, wanting to talk to people, saying hi to people, saying good morning. Like he broke that all down. Like by Sunday, I was a social butterfly. Like I was talking to anybody, like just talking to people. And I met in the lounge. I met early in the morning. I met this dude Ruben Fetcher and Mel Fetcher. They're brothers. I know their father because I served on Saturday. He had a block party and I helped volunteer for that in Wheatley Courts.
Okay.
Bridge builder. There's like a program right there, and they do it to allow kids, because that's one of the poorest neighborhoods in San Antonio. They do these block parties, and they do these programs to allow kids to come there, learn about God, and also have fun and get away from the bad environments that are around them. I loved it so much because I grew up down the street from Wheatley Courts. Like I grew up at MLK, East Side, you know what I'm saying, Dory Miller and all that. Like I grew up around there, so that it was very important to me. I really appreciated what they did, so I asked them if I can come back. They had events and I missed them. And me being a man, I have to take accountability. I told them I was gonna be there and I wasn't there, so that was on me. So me running into these two brothers, which are the sons of Reuben, you know what I'm saying, and they were just asking about me. They came up to me, talked to me, prayed over me. They asked me to be a part of their basketball outreach. Like they're like just trying to start back their basketball outreach. They found out that I was a basketball player, and I instantly jumped into it. So that right there was kind of like a redefining moment. Like I messed up, and I really wanted to be a part of the things that Bridge Builder had building. But God, he introduced me back into it, into these brothers, got their number, and that was like, okay, I could be back and part of that. I thought after not showing up to those two events, I was like, yes, it's over with. Like it's over with. He probably doesn't even want to deal with me because I said I was going to be here and I wasn't there. But you know what I'm saying, again, God did his work, and you know, met them people. They became my dogs. We'll get deep into that later on. Then I got to Kayvon. Remember the rapper I showed you?
Yeah.
That I met months ago on Common Ground. So when I met him at Common Ground months ago, I just talked to him for like 2-3 minutes. But in the lounge, me and him sat down and just had a conversation. We were just talking music. I was just talking about his music, talking about what he got going on, talking about his life, getting to know him, bro. Me and him came dogs, like. Yeah. And you know, I just talked to him yesterday, just making a lot of friends, making a lot of disciples. Then I also talked to so many people, got so many people's numbers, made so many friends, and you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of fellowship, man, just a lot of fellowships. And now these two pastors, these two student ministers named Aiden, One's name is Aiden Price that I met months ago. I met months ago at a service. But I think I've told this story so many times that it's not even funny anymore. But I met him at church. At a service. But the weekend before that, at my church, you go to the altar while they're worshiping, and people will come up to you and pray for you. I was at the altar, and I was like singing. I was crying. I was on my knees. It's like dark. It's like my eyes are like all white, and I felt this hand on me praying for me. Praying, and I was like, who was this praying for me? You know, it turns around and like it was him. But at first I didn't know who it was. It was like a white dude, amazing hair. Then I go to a service on Wednesday, and he's speaking. You know, and I was like, I looked at him and I was like trying to figure out like who is that? Because he looked familiar. And at church service when he prayed for me, I couldn't see him for real. It was a bright light in my face, bro. It low-key felt like I was looking at Jesus. Like, bro, it was a white man with like long, amazing hair, bro. I was like, and I did this, and he was gone. I'm not even making it up, bro. I promise you, like, I'm not even making it up. So just think about it. Just put it in my perspective, bro. In my POV.
I know, that's crazy.
Your eyes is closing, but you don't really see black when your eyes are closed. But right now you're seeing white, and you're crying. You're singing a song, and you know what I'm saying. You turn around and you see good hair. Like you automatically like, just dumb. But it was a full circle moment. His name was Aiden Price. I met him, got cool with him. He also met his friend Aiden Lindley. Had a talk with him, and you're gonna have to cut this out. And I'm gonna tell you, cause I'm hyped. They're planning on opening a east side, a campus on the east side. And he asked me he said, man, if you want to help out our student ministry, bro, give me your number, and we're gonna get tapped in with you. Tell me not to tell nobody, but I'm hyped about that. That was like, whoa. It was like, bro. Like he was like God, just like he's working. Like he's getting my name tapped into things, like introducing myself into people that I need to be. Like he put people in my life that need to be in my life to help me grow, to help me be better. And I was like, that was amazing, cause like, bro, I want to be part of that. I'm from Eastside,
yeah.
So if, like I'll do anything to help my community out, especially because that's where I came from. That's where my whole entire family comes from. My entire family was raised on the east side, so it's like if I get the opportunity to help them out, help that community out, I'm going to take it. So he introduced me back into the bridge builder, and he's helping me out with CBC. It was just amazing. And then there was this kid. On my 2-hour break, I'm trying to get some sleep, bro. I've been up since 6 in the morning. I'm watching this, and I'm like, it's a 2-hour break for me. I'm trying to get some naps. There was this kid who kept walking back and forth in the cabin, like walking back and forth through the cabin, outside the cabin. I'm like, bro, what is this kid doing? I couldn't get no sleep. I get back up to go back to the thing, and he sat by the lake, was sitting by the lake by himself, like far away from all the kids, far away from everybody, and something in my voice was telling that voice in my head was telling me like, talk to him. And as I'm walking past, I was about to, and then I said, nah. I just kept walking. But then that voice in my head told me, bro, nigga, turn around and go talk to him. Like literally just like that, bro. Like go talk to him. So I instantly turned around, sat and asked if I can join them, you know what I'm saying? Spoke to him, bro. And you know, I tell you, bitch, you know what I'm saying? He stood out because he was doing something that I probably would do if I was a student. I would probably sit at a lake and look at the water and think instead of go and do back. I'm talking about this kids doing back. They had like this balloon thing or whatever, like obstacle course. Kids doing backflips off it, having fun. I'm talking about, it's nothing but loud laughter over there, and he's just over there by himself. Like that's something that I probably would have done if I was a student. I'm not gonna lie. So it stood out to me, and that was my point of me wanting to be a student council, because like, I want to find kids break kids out of their shell, like let kids like just, you know what I'm saying, get kids comfortable to have as much fun as possible. So found that, talked to him. I asked him about how's he going, how's he doing. He told me how he was doing, and I, for the first time ever, first time I ever prayed over somebody. Like I prayed over. I asked him if I could pray over him because I had to get to the kitchen to do dishes, and yeah, I prayed over him. That was my first time ever doing that, and like it just was just like no hesitation. It was really just like God speaking through me, talking to him, especially me praying over him. Like I didn't think about anything. It was just all on the flow. It wasn't no thinking. It was just straight. It was just straight, like no hesitation, just right into it. And that was like, dang, like, it got to a point where I had to sit back and really think to myself, like, that happened fast. Like it wasn't even like, it was like no thinking to it. It was just, I just spoke the gospel to him, and I just prayed over him, and he really appreciated it. And you know what I'm saying, he really and it felt like he really needed that. Man, that kid right there, that made my heart a little happy. Not a little happy. It made my heart happy a lot. It was heartwarming. It was really like it was like just like dang. Like I just got off a conversation, and my mom told me be still, let him use me. And he used me in so many ways that day, and it was insane. And after I had the conversation with him, every time he saw me, he wanted to give me a hug. So me, I'm not really a hugging person, okay? So every time he came up to me, I'm pushing the food, but he just like, I'm like, okay, we're doing the hug. At first, I'm like, bro, you have to hug me, bro. You have to hug. But again, like I said, God breaking down these barriers, breaking down these walls. Like, bro, I got used to it, and I just started hugging anybody I saw. Like, what's good? I just started hugging. Like, I just started hugging people, and it was just like, oh man, I'm getting into it. But dude, and then like he said he made music.
Okay.
He said he like plays guitar, the flute, and he sings. And I was just telling him like, keep doing it, keep doing it. I didn't ask for like any, cause I wanted to hear something, but I didn't ask for any, just so I didn't get in trouble for anything.
Mm-hmm.
But so so when I later on that night, and I'm telling him, I'm like, I'm gonna pray and hope that we reunite, and that you show me some music that you got. I asked, do you write? He said, yes. And it's crazy. God answered my questions. We did reunite yesterday at Common Grounds. I saw him yesterday at Common Grounds, but I had to leave. I had to leave a little early, so I didn't get to like catch up with him after. But now I know he's around, so that's like a full circle moment. And I waved at him. And he wanted to come talk to me, but it was so much like emotion that he couldn't come up to me. But like, yeah, and that was just like heartwarming. But it was kind of important. I felt good about myself because, you know, some people need that. Some kids need that. Like they just need someone to come talk to them. They just need someone to come comfort them. And that's kind of what I needed when I like giving my life to like my walk with Christ. Like, you need people. In isolation, like it's just terrible. Being isolated. Well, that's why I'm so like messed up, because I'm isolated like all the time. I isolate myself. I started to understand that keeping people around or having people around you, like the good people around you, and all people that have the same mindset as you, is just good, because that's where the enemy attacks you. That's where the enemy attacks you the most, is when you're isolated. So just gave him that comfort, and after giving him that, bro, I felt confident to go in there and do some dishes, you know. And then like that was so like he appreciated that so much that he ended up volunteering to go help us out back there.
Oh wow!
Right, it's crazy. Like he could have went to go watch the service and go worship like everybody else was, but he decided to like, no, I'm gonna go volunteer myself. And help the work crew in the back. He didn't come do no dishes though, but he helped out in the back though. But it was a thought that counted. He came back there and helped. So it was a thought that counted. But I'm trying to make sure I'm not. There's so much. I'm trying to make sure I'm not leaving anything out. I know the stuff I'm leaving out is probably because it shouldn't be spoken on camera. But yeah, I just made like so many friends, and like I made so many friends. It's like I got camp fever right now, bro. I don't want to be alone no more. Like, I got to the point to where like this week since I've been back home, I've hated being alone, and that's where I've been feeling so down. Like that's why I go back down to being depressed. I'm starting to notice that like when I'm at home in my room, just me, I'm like I start thinking like bad about myself. Start thinking about things that I've done, things about this and all the bad that's happened. You don't think about anything good. You just think about that. So that's where people get. That's where I get depressed. So like that camp has me like not wanting to be alone. So you asked me earlier. You asked me like what was my like real like made me really want to come here. It was like bro, like nigga, I do not want to be at home. Like that's where I'm like. You know what I'm saying? Again, yesterday, I in my voice message, I told you I got frustrated last night, but I got frustrated because I was at home by myself in my thoughts. And I was just nothing but the enemy, feeling nothing but bad things in my head. Yeah, I was frustrated. So you called me at the park. I sent you a voice message at the park. Just so I can at least be around and be in four walls. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here just walking, just listening to music, listening to Lil Yachty's Let's Start Here album. You know, I'm just thinking about life. But it got me to a point where I did not want to be alone. Like I don't even want to be alone no more, because that's where I struggle the most. And people, not everybody struggles. And everybody struggles the same, but for me, where I get off my track, where I lose focus, where I start losing losing patience and understanding the you know what I'm saying, I'm losing my trust in God, is where I'm alone and the enemy just fills my head up with all these bad things. So come here, express it all, have fun, work, and I haven't thought about anything bad, bro. Ever since I've been around you, and another child of God, I've thought about nothing but good. Nothing but good. And again, like I didn't understand how important being isolated was. Cause I'm isolated my entire life. I understand that. I understand it now. I understand it now. You know what I'm saying? I understand it now. So I made so many friends, met so many good people. So like Common Grounds yesterday, I saw all my crew leaders, all my crew people, bro. Which is like, it's cool. It's like a fam. And the thing is, where I come from, bro, I've never been around so many good people, like so many good people at once, bro. Like me, I'm still thinking like, oh, let me not leave my beats out because one of these niggas might take it, or let me not do this because these people might. And like you didn't have to worry. I didn't have to worry about none of that. I was, but I didn't have to come back and my stuff is not even being touched. This is like, there's nothing but good people around here. I don't gotta worry about somebody about to shoot this place up. I gotta worry about, you know what I'm saying? What about people arguing and crashing out and stuff like that. It was like just good people, bro. Like I never thought that I could be in an area, a vicinity full of good people, bro. It was just amazing, and it was really, that's what I'm saying. Like it was like God was moving in that place, and whoever said that, I can't even word him on that. I've never been taught that.
That's crazy state.
I've never been taught that. So whoever in the comments said that, bro, please back that up with some scripture, cause I'm still learning. I'm still reading the Bible.
I think they were just hating. That's why.
I hope so, cause I felt like. I mean, I never heard that, so it's like I can't say that's not true. I never heard, so like.
See, I didn't. You took it a different way than me. I just took it as somebody who like doesn't believe in God, just saying stuff because they seen something, somebody saying something about God. You taking it as a way that they might be spitting a little bit. You just don't have no information behind it.
Yeah, but I mean, bro, I want to say like you stupid. No, don't get me wrong, bro. I've had that thoughts like, is this nigga dumb? But I don't want to react that way. But I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? What, God can't move in places? What? So is God not in here right now? Like what?
Yeah.
Like so, but then again, I'm like, maybe there's like a deep spiritual lecture way he have on that. He might have like a whole sermon based on that. Like,
well, I mean, we can ask him to explain, but if he reply, he reply. If he don't, he don't.
Like, bro. So I'm just like, I lied. I didn't even pray for you, bro. I'm gonna forgot about you. I'm gonna pray for you tonight. Hey. Yeah, I was amazing. And then these photos, bro. I'm gonna show you these. I'm gonna show you these photos, bro. Like,
And we'll put them on the screen too. Make sure you send them to me.
got you, bro. Like photos of me in the pit, bro. Trust me, I don't look happy, bro, but I had the Holy Spirit in me, gang. Look at me in the back, bro.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, you
doing this, bro. Look at this.
That boy look depressed to be there, bro.
Bro, I was genuinely happy though. I promise you.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I could not tell.
Look, bro. Bro, I was happy, bro. Chill.
No way, every picture.
But all these photos off guard though. See, look, I'm happy, but I'm not doing Jesus. Bro,
every photo with you doing work, bro.
Bro, I was happy, bro. Chill.
We'll never know.
Please show these people this video and zoom in on me, bro.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, bro, I was happy, bro. I was filled with the Holy Spirit. But so that Saturday, like God used me so much, like bro, walking back to my cabin, I had to take a sit down, take a seat down by the lake, and just cry, bro, because it was like so overwhelming, bro. It was so overwhelming. It was just like, bro, my spirit was just so filled, bro. It was just crazy, bro. I had to like, all right, bro. I was just like, so I'm doing dishes and I'm also moving in this kid's life and doing this, talking to these people, just loving all these people, worshiping. Like, I was like, bro, let me take a seat real quick, bro. Like, I understand it, okay. Like, basically, I was just shouting out, like, bro, I understand it, bro. You're good. You're amazing. Like, you're the king, bro. Okay. So I go home, I pray, I say, bro, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for what you're doing. Just let me do these dishes. Like, okay, I understand it. And it's crazy. He let me, like, the next day moved by so fast. The Sunday I have really I've talked to this dude named Wade. I got numbers with all these people, but it wasn't that special. Like, it wasn't that like big as how like the other ones moved me. He just like God. Like, I had my beats this day. Like, I was listening to music and I was just doing the dishes. Like, he just let me just go back to serving. We'll focus on serving these and washing these kids' feet, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm watching these kids' dishes. Like, I begged him the night before. I just said, just let me focus on doing these dishes. And he let me do that. Like, the next day was just chill. It was just Sunday. It was the last full day. I just washed his dishes, man. He let me. So it was like, and it's crazy. I kept telling my mom. I kept calling my mom. I kept telling y'all. And the people around me, I was like, dude, can it get any better than this? And he was like, oh, bet I got you. Here's another moment.
Here go two more for y'all.
Here go two more for y'all. Like, can it get any better than this? He just kept working. Like, Saturday, he was digging in me, bro. He was digging in me, bro. He was digging in me, bro. And I was like, bro, I'm gonna just stop saying that. I'm gonna just stop saying, can it get any better than this? He's just like, all right, bro. You still questioning me, bro? I'm talking about when I said my first, can it get any better than this? It was already 11 o'clock. The sun's still up.
Wow.
Bro, like, it was amazing. It was amazing. And if you go back in time, would I regret saying yes to the volunteering? Bro, no. I don't regret anything about that camp. I don't regret doing no dishes. I don't regret saying yes. I would say yes again. So I'm going to be back. They asked me to come back. And I'm going to. Now, they didn't say about what I was doing. But I don't even care anymore. Doesn't matter. Because wherever I end up, God has me there for a reason. He had me there for a reason. If I was a camp counselor, like, how would it been if I was a group leader? Well, I would have had the moments that I had. Would I have learned the lessons that I've learned? I'm very humble. Like, that humbled me. That helped me understand that I'm not too big for anything. Like, I'm not too we're all in the same. We're all the same here. We are all servants. We are all child of God. No one's greater than the other, and no one's lesser than the other either. Just because you have more money than me don't make you better than me, and just because I have more money than you don't make you better than me. Just because I got nice shoes on and you don't. We are all the same here, and we're all serving the Lord. So we served. So he had me doing the big work, because behind it, like They helped me understand like I was doing something that nobody wants to do. Not everybody would want to do that. Nobody wants to do dishes, especially for kids that's not theirs, by the way. Nobody wants to do dishes, and I did it, and I got past that, and I was just like, yeah, man, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? God's gonna bless me. Of course, He's gonna bless everyone. All I asked for was maybe all I asked for was for the Pacers to beat Oklahoma City Thunder, but that didn't happen. So maybe God's like, bro, I worked a little too hard just to give you the Pacers winning. Yeah, I'm still happy for OKC, I guess. I'm not happy for Chet Holmgren. I can care less about him. But yeah, though. So yeah, bro, God just moved me. How I would explain it is camp fever, bro. I don't want to be alone. I do not want to be alone, bro. Like, yeah, man, and that's it. I got some more stuff to tell you, bro, but we're gonna have to do that off camera. Can't expose this off camera. But yes, bro. I love God. I love Jesus. Watch out for God. Man of God. And I'm happy to say that. I'm proud to say that. For sure. For sure.
Well, W Storytime, chat. W Storytime, man. Y'all, hopefully y'all got something from that. Y'all learned something. You know what I'm saying? Take something that you heard today and apply it. And as for the rest, man, what you got to say?
Bro. Thank God. Wake up in the morning, thank God. Wake up in the morning, seek God. He's everything, man. A relationship with God is the best relationship. A relationship with God is going to be the best thing ever. And building my relationship with God has been the best thing ever to me. It's been the best decision. It's been the best yes I've made my entire life. You should try it. You should try it. For sure.
And that's all we got. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Share it to somebody you know.
Tight meat. For sure. Weezy out of here.